because that'll be going up on YouTube a little bit later. But anyways, you guys, I asked Spirit some questions. Um, I do feel like they are about to give me something. Now, I had to go into a bath this rising, and during the bath, they gave a lot of information. So, hi to everybody who's coming on. I hope that this day is already going very well for you. Um, but yeah, they gave me a lot of messages, and I voice record so that I can remember. But there are some things that before I was getting out, they wanted me to remember. So there are two body washes that I have in the bath with me for now, and it is they have the scent of lavender and like patchouli and stuff. And so as I was being led to use my body wash, the lavender, they told me to call out fidelity. Fidelity. Um, I feel like fidelity, if I'm not mistaken, is one of the metaphysical properties and powers of lavender, along with wealth, peace, things like that. But they specifically said fidelity, to call that forth for the kingdom unions, and also for the patchouli, they told me um, lavish wealth. This is what they were telling me to purpose and call forth for the kingdom marriages. Okay, so I was really excited about that. Um, they were sharing with me that the 144,000 kingdom unions, or the twin flame connections, that what's preparing to happen, what's literally already in place. Um, I feel like there's going to be a release of wealth and prosperity. And it may not necessarily come in the form of cash, but it's literally about to be, I don't know how to describe it, but it's like we're going to be able to benefit very, very heavily from material possessions, even finances, yes. Um, but we're going to get the material thing. Okay. And it's going to be because a lot of us have sought spirit first. We were working in our Christ consciousness first, which is to seek the kingdom of the Most High, which is where, for those who are not aware or for those who know, you can say with me, the kingdom is within. For those who may not know, scripture teaches us that the kingdom is within. That's what Christ taught. It wasn't going to come it wasn't going to come from observation of anything outside of us. It was within. So with that being said, going within yourself and healing self first, loving self first, figuring out what purpose you are here for. Not to say that you're going to have it all the way together, but the point is your soul is going to lead you to purpose and help you make sense of certain things that you've experienced in this life and all of that stuff, and how it's helpful for the collective, for the world at large. Okay. So with that being said, these people who are doing this work and who have done this work consistently because they've been obedient to spirit, these are the people who spirit is getting ready to set up. Now, what they said was that we were going to be able to stand in the presence of the best the world has to offer, or the best that this world has to offer. But what they told me was that we are the best that the world has. We are the best that the world has. So that made me think about wheat and tares. Okay. That made me think about the real deal versus counterfeit type shit. Okay. So a lot of us are about to be established. That's one of the ways that I can say it. You're going to be established. Houses are coming. The reason that the material things are about to be established and given are so that um, one, so that we can be provided for, period. So that we don't have to worry about certain things anymore. That our focus can totally be on healing ourselves and helping to heal other people, so that we can logistically work and do the work that Spirit has purpose for each of the couples. That's why we're going to be getting these material possessions. That's the reason why divine partnerships are being set up and formulated so that we can move and shake like we're supposed to. for as long as we're supposed to. And so that on paper and even like with the site, people are going to be able to look at you and they're going to want to hear what you have to say, because aside from your powerful ass testimony, they're going to be looking at what you have. They're going to be looking at what you have. And it's the way of the world. It's what happens. So Spirit is aligning people. Spirit is aligning people who have done the inner work with the material possessions and wealth. And that's what they told me. I'm going to stop right there. I'm going to backtrack really, really quickly, because I started recording on my other one that's going to be for YouTube a little bit after I said this. Spirit wants me to publicly announce that all of my readings moving forward are going to be for what I like to call the 144,000 divine unions, kingdom marriages, what others may know as twin flame connections. That's what all of my readings are about to be about. Period. Period. Okay? When I'm doing a general message, when I'm going live, understand that it's going to be a message for those people. If it hits you, great. If it doesn't, still fine. Okay, so to hop on in, I was asking Spirit about the energy surrounding this reading. I asked Spirit, what can we expect to happen today? Now, I was specific when I said today, because I know that time, according to Spirit, it pretty much does not exist. But what I was asking for was in the quote-unquote 3D, where a lot of us are right now, I wanted to know, what can we expect to happen here? So I could just say, what's going on in the heavens that we can see is going to take place in down here, because as above, so below. So I was led to use 2 cards from the Barbieri Zodiac deck as that energy, and they are the element of fire and the element of air. So the understandings that I have of both of these cards, first we have the number 23, and we have the number 25. 23 and 25. So 23 breaks down into the number 5, and 25 breaks down into the number 7. 5 and 7 could be significant numbers for those who these messages will resonate with. Okay, moving on. When I think about the elements of fire and I think about the elements of air, fire is action, but it's not just any type of action. This action is passionate. This action is inspired action. This can encompass anger, or this can encompass very strong desire, what people may know as lust. Lust is just another word for something that we desire very heavily. We focus on it a lot, okay? Fire also makes me think about refinement and purification as well. The air element makes me think about communication. It also makes me think about thoughts and speech. It makes me think about plans, higher perspectives, different perspectives, bigger picture energy, okay? We also can deal with the signs of Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius with the fire energy. And we can also deal with Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius with the air. So what I got is that I feel like somebody is being communicated to, and Spirit is inspiring them to take action. That's what message I got from there, okay? When I also consider air, I think about the wind and movement. Moving on. That's all I got for that. Excuse me, you guys. I'm also trying to get over a cold. Good rising to everybody who's coming in. So I asked about the energy that's going to be enveloping this reading. At the bottom of the deck from the Black Moon Astrology, we got the 6th house card, routine. This card deals with health, preferably the diet, and it also deals with your day-to-day activities. It deals with routine. It deals with what it is that we repeatedly do. Okay? It also deals with the type of work that you do to get by every day. Okay? I hope that makes some sense. What you do, it may not be what you're passionate about, but this is what you do daily maybe to make ends meet. Okay. That's what this card tends to represent. Like I said, diet and what you do daily. What you do daily for work. Woo, bless you, mommy. You should be okay. You sleepy. I hope you go right on to sleep. Right underneath this 30 card, which is also breaks down to the number 3, we have the Venus love card. So listen, the vibe that I'm getting is that somebody's routine, it's about to be shaken up. Let me keep going. Good rising, everybody. Good rising. The reason I say the routine is about to be shaken, the reason that I say maybe even the health is going to be, maybe somebody's health is what's going to also help to shake up whatever their routine is. Just understand that some things are about to be shaken. And I say that because of the main card that came out. We have the solar eclipse card, and it talks about revolution. This is the number 44. It could be significant somehow. This breaks down into the number 8. Okay, which makes me just think about the infinity symbol, and it makes me think about cycles. Okay, but what this card means, according to the booklet, it's a major shock. Something is about to happen. I also got the vibe that this is going to be in the life of the masculine or the male, possibly, but it does not have to be. Oh my God, it sounds like she said, "Mama." I love that. Anyways, I feel like the vibe I get is that it's very possible that a lot of the masculines could experience something changing in their work. Okay, something could change in their work. Somebody may lose a job. Okay, if it's not as it pertains to work, I feel like this is going to be in regards to their home life and the routines that they have in home life. This card suggests that there could be a divorce or the end of a relationship that could come abruptly, shockingly. Somebody about to get shooketh. Let me go ahead and get from the booklet what it says. Look, from the sixth house routine, the bookmark that I have here is the 5 of Cups. And the 5 of Cups is a card of grief. It's a card of heaviness, a card of sadness, a card of sometimes depression, regret, remorse. Okay, so this definitely is making me feel like there's this energy of loss that's about to happen in somebody's routine, whether it's with work or whether it is with their home life. But that's about to undergo something that's going to put them maybe in this energy of heaviness and grief. Okay, moving on. Going to the sun revolution, the solar eclipse revolution card. That bookmark is the 8 of Pentacles. And the 8 of Pentacles deal with work, it deals with routine, and it can deal with the tangible, the things that we can feel, sense, see, smell, taste. Okay? Here's what it says. When the solar eclipse card turns up in a reading, you can expect very swift changes that end one chapter and start a new one. You may have felt something would eventually happen, not having recently paid much attention to the situation. Then you're presented with a shock or a jolt, and you're going to be reeling over the sudden change. But this upheaval takes away what has been familiar and safe so that you can embark upon new territories or even venture to strange new terrain. But it will be daunting. So before I move on, I wanted to get what daunting was about, right? So let me go ahead and look up daunting. Let me also press the damn timer. Let's look up daunting. Lord, let me get this done. It's 45 minutes. Define daunting. Daunting. It says seeming difficult to deal with, in anticipation, or intimidating. So basically, what I'm hearing is, if, like I told you guys, I do feel like this is something that the masculine or the males are going to be experiencing. Okay. So let's just talk about how they feel like right now. The energy that they could be feeling is that they may have been aware that the shocking things they may experience or that they may find out was going to happen. They may have felt it coming, but they may not have paid attention. Simple as that. They may have overlooked it on purpose. Okay. Or they may have overlooked it. The point is, when this particular thing happens, it's going to shock them at first. It's going to make them feel like, oh my God. And then I have a feeling that they're going to know what they're supposed to do, but what they're supposed to do is going to have them in anxiety, because I believe that these people are going to feel as if what they are being called to do is impossible. That is what I feel very heavily. Let me keep on reading from the booklet before I move on. It says, these events may seem like negatives at first. For instance, an example, a divorce, the end to a relationship, being forced to move, or even losing your job. Didn't I say that I felt the vibe that somebody was gonna lose their job? Moving on, eclipses tend to affect relationships foremost. However, and so you may soon see stressors and upsetting changes in the relational supports that you have counted on. For whatever reason, these may be taken away, either for the time being, but perhaps permanently. So the one thing that you can count on in this life, the one thing that you can count on is that your life will go through a complete rearrangement of sorts. So I'm just going to stop there. I'm going to stop right there. I'm going to say that somebody's going to be losing their job, how they make their money, how they have identified themselves for a really, really long time. That's going to be shaken up for the purpose of getting them in their purpose, on the right track, focused on their healing. Come here. Because when you do this, this means you want to be picked up. Come here, mommy. Come on. Don't try to take it. Come here. Come here. You don't want to come? There we go. Come on here. Oh, no, never mind, baby. Your head not looking right. And you ain't going to want nobody. Yeah, forget. I shot you. Okay. Hold on, you guys. You feel thirsty? All right, you guys. So I'm going to move on from the solar eclipse. I'm going to move on from that card. Mm. Okay, you done. All right, so moving on to a totally different deck. Listen to this. Listen to this. Listen to this. I have to say this because I'm feeling led to. When I was shuffling and preparing for this reading, you guys, hi, Elder T. Linetti. Hi, how are you? When I was shuffling and preparing with this particular deck, it's called the Energy Oracle deck. These two cards fell out and I put them to the side. I'm going to shuffle with that deck hopefully a little bit later. But if I don't, these were the two cards that came out and I'm going to read them really quickly. It says the Temple Path. And this is the path that I feel like Spirit is having the masculines to get on. Okay, or the males to get on. It's time for them to focus on the kingdom, period. So things that are not attached to the kingdom for them, it's being removed out of their lives, whether they are ready or not, whether they agree or not. These things are getting ready to happen for them. For a lot of them, I really believe that they're about to experience a major heartbreak. Not only are they going to experience heartbreak, like I said, for some, they're going to be losing their jobs. So it's going to be like these series of things that are going to be happening for them. And they're going to be like, oh my God, what the fuck? This is going to totally change their lives. I feel like it's also going to literally humble them. And that broken heart is the number 9. The number 9 has been coming out very, very, what am I trying to say? It's been coming up a lot for my last readings for a lot of the so-called twin flame unions, or what I call kingdom marriages. It's been coming up a great deal. And the number 9 is all about either unfinished business or it's about the ending of cycles. Period. Moving on. From the African Goddess Rising deck, which I was led to pull from, the overall energy, I don't know how to pronounce this one. I'm not even going to try. But it represents grounding. I'm going to show my people on YouTube. It represents grounding. You okay, mommy? Yeah, you're fine with that big old smile. Let me go ahead and get this from the book because this is a totally new deck. So here's what it says. It represents it, the temple can represent the ancestors. The element is bush, whatever that means. It says this. Hold on. It says protect your magic. Your heart is your own. Your body is your own. Your mind is yours. Your truth and story are your own. Be rooted in your truth and create healthy boundaries. It says your energy is unsteady. So breathe. Come into the present. Say out loud that I am here. Talk, mommy. Say that I am here. Trauma, stress, overwhelm, anxiety. Let me tell y'all who I feel like this one is for. This is for the men. This is for the masculines who are going to experience this. Look at this card that's the bookmark for them, though. The gateway. I feel like this is what's going to usher in a lot of them, like a lot of their awakening. Period. I'm not saying that they haven't been on their journey to awakening, but I really feel as though the shakeups that are about to happen in their lives is going to sit them down to the point to where they literally have no choice but to focus on what in the world is spirit trying to tell me? God, what are you saying to me now? And sometimes for men, that takes losing work. That takes losing their livelihood. You understand what I'm trying to say? It takes them not knowing maybe who they are. It takes everything being stripped away from them. And that's not even just for men, okay? That's for anybody. Moving on. It says, when you feel rootless or unsettled, come back to your breath. Meditation and breath work are grounding. Try earthing, connecting your feet to the soil or free writing, clapping, stomping, and rubbing your hands together are all grounding practices. The goddess declaration says that I am firmly planted and deeply rooted. What I feel like spirit is wanting, this is for the whole union, but for the men for sure. Spirit needs them to be grounded and planted firmly within spirit, within source. A lot of these men, no offense to men folk, I'm not about to sit here and bash, okay? And I'm going to even go on a record and say not only the men, but the masculine energy. A lot of their focus right now has been getting to the money. You okay, Bookie? A lot of their focus has been money. A lot of their focus has been getting material possessions. Not realizing that if you get in tune with source first, not realizing if you start to figure out what your purpose is, not realizing that if you open up and you listen to love, the law of love, that all of those things will be added to you. The lifestyle that you want to live, the kind of car you want to drive, not realizing that as soon as you get in touch with your star player, which is you, your own mind, your own emotions, as soon as you tap into that energy, you are powerful beyond measure, and you can create and manifest the life that you desire. Most of them don't do that. They go seeking those things first. And they lose themselves in those things. They begin to identify with those things. And no, sir, that's not you. That's not you. Moving on, That's just the energy that spirit is saying is overpowering what's going to happen. This is getting them present. I also feel like this is going to bring them to the realization of what's truly important. I feel like they're going to lose everything to gain their soul. Moving on. That may suck. It may suck. It may suck how it's gonna happen, but it's so beautiful. It's not. It's a beautiful thing. Okay, so moving on. The two cards that came out of this particular deck was Oya the first one, or was it Ocean? Okay, I can't remember exactly which card came out first, but I really think it was the Oya card. Okay, so here's what, and let me show you guys. I'm sorry. These two cards came out together at the same time. Oya, which is the African goddess that rules in, storms and nature, and the goddess Oshun. Oya and Oshun came out together. So the vibe that I'm already getting intuitively is that storms. Remember, we're talking about the element of air that's also a part of this. And I said, let's talk about, in a storm, it can be very windy. This is, y'all, this is something else. And if you look at the color of both of these cards from two totally different decks, there's a lot of blue here in both of them, a lot of blue and white. I hope you guys can see this. Blue and white. A storm is coming, and a storm is about to hit the masculines or the males, but it's for the highest good of first themselves, and then the connection, the kingdom marriage that they are part of. Not only the kingdom marriage, okay, but also for the people that they're going to eventually be communicating with and speaking to. Moving on. Let's get Oya. So the bookmark for Oya is Guardian. I feel as though this is something that the angels are responsible for. The angels are responsible for this for multiple reasons. It's time, period. Here we go. It says, wielding her powerful sword of truth. Remember, there's that word again. When we were reading about which card? When we were reading about the grounding card, it spoke about speaking your truth, having your own thoughts, being true to self. It's very possible that the masculine energy or that the males have not been doing that. Period. Here we go. Wielding her powerful sword of truth, Oya is the Yoruba goddess of storms, winds, and lightning. Storms bring shift, rapid and uncontrollable change, and at times chaos. This is what we said. This is what happened. Unpredictable, sudden shock and change. That's what's getting ready to happen. Listen, here we go. It says the winds of change are in motion. Into every life, a little rain must fall. Personal storms clear away the old. Sometimes change moves slowly, and at other times, change is swift. It is safe to say that we've already heard, because of the solar eclipse card, that these changes, they're going to be swift. These changes will be swift. It says, what would you like to change? If you are not actively changing it, then you are choosing it. To make shift happen, focus on what you want. Stop giving energy to what is not working. The biggest thing holding you back is you. If you want people in life to treat you better, then you go first. If you attract betrayals, stress, and strife, the common denominator is you. Beating yourself up is self-harm. Feel your feelings. Honor your journey. Tell yourself the truth and practice self-compassion. And the goddess declaration says that I make shift happen. Listen, we already said that we feel like these men folk, or the so-called masculine, the masculine energy here, they are about to experience a major storm. It's going to be personal. It's going to hit them for the purpose of clearing away all that is keeping them away from the call on their life. Period. It's also so that the real version of them can step forth. Because this person that they're presenting to the world, or that they're even presenting to themselves, it's not them. Moving on. And they're going to begin to realize that once all the smoke clears, and once the debris clears away, and once all the waters recede from this particular proverbial storm, they're going to realize that they have the power to change their lives. That they always had it. Moving on. Let's go on to Oshun. Here's the bookmark for Oshun. Oh my God. I cannot make this up. The bookmark for Oshun from the Universal Love Oracle deck is the Universal Heart. Now, this is not the real depiction of Christ, whatever, but this is talking about Christ consciousness. For me, Christ was a part of a kingdom marriage, or was also considered what other people would know as the twin flame. He was a twin flame. He was the epitome of a divine masculine. So when I see this card, the Universal Heart card, it makes me definitely think about the 144,000 kingdom marriages. And most importantly, the divine masculine. So I'm sitting here saying that I feel like it's the masculine. I feel like it's the male. I feel like it's the man. I believe it even more now with this energy showing up as the bookmark. Let's look at the Oshun card one more time. Here's the Oshun card. Let's look at what it says. Fearless love. Wow. Fearless love is what this card says. In my opinion, not to say that women don't struggle with this, because we can and we do, right? But what I'm saying is, I believe that the reason all these shakeups are getting ready to happen, yes, it's because of work. Yes, it's because they need to get on their posts and their positions, okay? But it's also because their love, their heart chakra, all of that is being opened up for them to finally love in a way that they were designed to love. I'm going to tell you now, a lot of people, not just men, operate from a space of fear when it comes to love. But a lot of these men that I am talking about, they've experienced a lot of trauma surrounding relationships. And it's literally caused them to create an alter ego, or it's caused them to create a mask. Moving on. Let's see what it says about the Oshun card. Goddess Oshun is the exalted Orisha or deity of honey, sweet waters, love, sensuality, fertility, and beauty. But the Yoruba Lady of Gold's anger and jealousy can also flood and destroy. It says, dare to love. Begin, though, with loving yourself. Allow yourself to be loved. You feel everything deeply. You are porous with a wall around your heart. This is your paradox. So what that tells me in layman's terms is that these men, or whoever this reading is going to resonate with, the person who's in this particular energy, they are extremely emotional. They love so hard and so strong. And the reason that they love this, and the reason why they have, okay, what I'm trying to say is, because they love deeply and because they love so hard, this is also the reason that they have created these walls around their hearts. This is the reason why they may have become calloused, or why they come across as if they don't give a fuck. But the truth of the matter is, oh my God, they care so much and so deeply. And I feel and I suspect that in times past in their lives, they have been in that energy where they were loving and where they were so giving of themselves, and somebody took that shit for granted, and it happened either one time or one too many times, and it caused them to create this other person. Because goddamn it, I don't want to get hurt anymore. I can't afford to get hurt anymore. So they became another person. Moving on. It was the fear of being hurt. The fear of being hurt over and over and over again that caused them to build the walls around their heart. Here we go. It says, you are love, and you are worth loving. Your divine assignment is to remain open to fearless love. You deserve to be loved in your language. You are worthy of a love that remembers your beauty at your ugliest moment. Don't allow your unhealed past to block your future. Real love is a sacred contract that says, I am vulnerable and committed. Your heart is safe with me. Let's expand our consciousness together. Let me tell y'all, the Goddess Declaration says, I give love, I receive love, I am love. Okay, so I told y'all when I saw the Universal Heart card, I told you guys that I felt like a lot of the masculines or the males' heart chakras were what was going to be opened and or changed once this storm hits them. Yeah, Pookie. Oh, oh, come here. You are the cutest. Come here. Y'all, excuse my baby hair. Her hair is not done. Let's see if we can put this little. Hold on, mommy. Let me cut my baby head so my baby don't look crazy. She probably look crazy now. More crazy now than she did before. But anyways, y'all, this shift that's about to happen, it's about to break this person. So, and this is not to brag or gloat, but it's about to break them into a way where the true them comes out, period. They're going to be meditating. Like, if you guys are in separation from this person, when this person returns to your life or when you return to them, however spirit brings you guys back together, please understand that this is going to be a totally different person. And I felt the need to say this is going to be a totally different man. This man is going to be different. Not in the event, not like he never had this in him, because he always had it in him. You're going to meet this man for the first time. That's what I feel led. I feel led to say that. I said it. I said what I said, and I'm going to be quiet. That moving on. Now I have a deck that's called Live Tarot, and it is specifically geared towards twin flame unions, okay? Or what I call, y'all know, 144,000 kingdom marriages. So at the overall energy, we got spring. Spring is, if you ask me, what is that, around March and April? So somebody could have birthdays around that time. If it's not birthdays, this is a time when something is going to be possibly popping out for some of us. It says your love is blooming and your answers arrive in spring. And underneath that card is the big goals card. And so what I feel is going to happen, one of the other things that I got about the fire and air element card was that this man was getting, like, once everything happens and things crumble for him, for the purpose of coming in alignment with why he's really here, okay, and getting with whom he's supposed to do this particular work with, this man is going to come back with a vision. The vision will be clear. This man will be able to also clearly articulate the vision. So much so that it's going to move not only him to action, but when he shares it with his divine counterpart, she is going to be ready to go too. Okay, moving on. The first card that came out, it says loss. That's the number one card. Loss is the number one card that comes out, and it looks like it's a man on this card. That is a man. So like I said, I truly feel like this is for the men. This is for the men in the, listen, I cannot make this up. So let me read what it says. It says loss of self and identity. Discover your true self again. This is why they're about to lose their love interest, their job. If somebody is going through a divorce, it's because it's meant to. Because whomever they married was attached to the facade. Oh my God. Oh my God. Who they married was attached to the facade. Let me tell y'all another card that I wound up seeing, but it didn't come out. I saw a card that says woman holding corn. Coin, I'm sorry. A woman holding coin. That's what I saw. Woman holding coin. Woman holding coin could be a woman who has wealth or she has money. Some people could have literally decided to be with someone because of money. For financial gain or for what they thought was financial security. Period. Okay, loss. We have loss of self and identity. Discover your true self again. So like I said, the person will be losing everything or losing whatever is going to be lost in this storm so that they can begin to love themselves again and so that they can love their divine partner, period. Fertility, Darius Anderson says projecting. If you say so, I have no reason to. I have no reason to say that. But if that's how you feel, it's what it is for you. I won't sit here and try to change it. All right, it says fertility. Now, this fertility, yes, it could be about pregnancy or it could be about a new life, but it mostly is saying that this is fresh ideas, manifest, grow, plant your seeds. Now, remember, I said that this person was going to be coming, and once they're finished going through this little heartbreak and this loss and being humbled and all this kind of stuff, that they were going to be like, once they go through all this, everything is going to be removed, is going to be replaced, but with what was always meant. So with that being said, fertility, that's going to have new ideas, fresh ideas. And let me say that the ideas may not even be new. They could be something that they always wanted to do. Something that they always wanted to do. But because they are now a new person. Moving on. Last but not least, it says karmic partner. Karmic partner. Let me show you guys over here. Karmic partner. It says conventional relationship, duty, bound by societal conventions. So now I'm about to get the traditional tarot cards, and we're going to look into these 3 cards, okay? But I really do feel like, what do I want to do tarot? I'll do tarot and I'll do pull a few more cards from here. So let's do tarot first. And before I move on, mommy, you standing up, girl? You can you tell them I'm about to try to put you down? She is so cute. Oh my gosh. Here you go, mommy. You don't want to sit down, mommy? Here we go. Okay. I won't sit you down. I'm gonna try to pull the cards with you in my hand. Let me see how I'm looking on time. How am I looking on time? Time. Where you at, timer? Oh shoot. Gotta hurry up. Okay. I'm gonna pull from these cards. No, I'm gonna do tarot. I'll pull from those later. Let's do tarot. All right, Spirit, why is the lost card here? Please show me the lost card. Show me more of the energy for the lost card. We got the first card out. We got the King of Wands in reverse. This is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. The King of Wands is an energy that's like womanizing. And I'm not going to say that, okay, yeah, it's a womanizing energy. But to me, that's an energy that's also not really confident. They're not confident. They womanize. And the reason why womanizing was happening is because, if you ask me, they were really hurt. And in their mind, they're trying to protect themselves and their energy. 2 of Cups. So somebody, this is like the loss of a partnership, guys. With the 2 of Cups, that could be a loss of a partnership, whether it's business, whether it is a relationship. And I told you guys, this could be a soulmate connection or another divine union, possibly the karmic partner showing up there. It just depends. But somebody could have lost that. Or they could feel like they lost someone who was, in fact, a divine counterpart for them and a match for them. Let's see. Spirit, more about this, please. The Ace of Wands. This could be work related, a new opportunity, or a new love here. What am I getting with the Ace of Wands? Ooh. You know what? I feel like somebody is going to, it's possible, it doesn't have to be the case. Somebody could put down, bless you, mommy. Oh, baby, your little head is showing. We can't have them see your little head, honey. I feel like it's a possibility that somebody could put down this energy of insecurities, and what could be leading them to do that is the divine union. Anything more, Spirit, before I move on to the fertility card? Oh, anything more? Damn, this is a lot of cards. I see the Three of Pentacles, the Two of Wands, the Knight of Cups, Magician, and the Knight of Swords. It's very possible that this new opportunity or whatever is going to come in very quickly. The sign of Aries is noted here. Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces with the Knight of Cups. Somebody could be coming in offering an apology. Bare minimum, there's going to be conversations surrounding the feelings, the emotions. Two of Wands, somebody may literally have a choice to make between two different people, two different lifestyles. There's just going to be a decision to make. And Three of Pentacles talks about collaboration, wanting to work together towards a common goal. Cooperation. Let's see. Why is fertility here, Spirit? Mommy, give me the cards. Why is fertility here? See, but that makes me think about fresh ideas, manifest growth, and all that kind of stuff. This person may come in with a project. We have the Nine of Pentacles coming out. The Nine of Pentacles talks about luxury, if you ask me. It's self-care. It's like having everything that you need. Maybe even in excess, right? So that you're able to share it with other people. This could be about surrounding a woman. Also, the Nine of Pentacles could talk about like an eligible bachelor or an eligible bachelorette, or somebody who's basically gotten themselves single. If this is about business, like it also could be, that means business is booming. Business is going very, very well. But that's also that energy of lavishness that I was talking about. We have the Judgment card coming out. The sign of Scorpio is connected with the Judgment energy, but this is an awakening. Also, I feel like a decision has been made, maybe in regards to fresh new ideas, or in regards to the idea of growth and planting new seeds. And also, bare minimum, this is the appointed time for this to be happening. The Knight of Pentacles is showing up, but in the reverse, guys. Knight of Pentacles in the reverse usually is a very slow-moving energy. No, I'm sorry. In the upright, it's a slow-moving energy. So I'm going to say that this could happen very quickly. Also, this may really factor in with pregnancy. Somebody could literally find out that they are pregnant. She is so cute. Okay, show me some more about this fertility card before I move on to Karmic Partner, Spirit. I feel like if something was moving slow before, it's just not going to be moving slow anymore. We got the Ten of Pentacles and the Seven of Swords. It's very possible that some of you guys are going to literally have to be very hush-hush and quiet about how you get your money, or, oh my God, I don't know why. I just heard wrongful death as well. I heard wrongful death. Stop it, mommy. No, don't touch that. Wrongful death. Somebody may experience a wrongful death, and this could be the way that some type of inheritance comes in as well. And even if it's not that, Seven of Swords can deal with plotting. It can deal with strategy as well. Strategy. And remember how I was telling you guys, I get this vibe that a lot of us are going to be coming into wealth, having material possessions, having finances that are going to really set us up. The Ten of Pentacles is a wealthy card, and it's not just any kind of wealth. It's like long money or family wealth that's passed down from generation to generation, okay? Seven of Swords, somebody could have obtained something sneakily, or somebody is using strategy in order to manifest this or get this. But it's going to be here and it's coming nonetheless. I feel as though somebody is having to be very secretive or strategic about this. Okay, I'm moving on to the Karmic Partner. Spirit, show me the... Where's that card go? Right here. First card out, the Eight of Pentacles. Hold on, baby. Show me more about this. Show me more about Karmic Partner, Spirit. Show me more. Bare minimum, I'm seeing that somebody is putting in a lot of work, putting in a lot of effort here. I'm hearing somebody is burning the midnight oil. I think that the Karmic Partner is putting in a lot of work and a lot of effort. I see the Five of Pentacles here first. I feel like somebody might reject the efforts. Somebody could feel like they're left out in the cold with the Five of Pentacles. Somebody could be experiencing some type of financial hardship and difficulty. Like it could be that this started off as somebody was making good money, and then all of a sudden they're hit with something that puts them in a position where they're struggling financially. Then we have the Wheel of fucking Fortune. This just totally solidified the whole reading. The Wheel of Fortune is change. It could be the ending of one cycle and the beginning of another. It's also destiny. It's karma. It's what goes around comes around again. But the biggest energy I'm getting here is the change. It's going to be the change. And it's going to put this person on a new path. It's going to have them to go in a different direction with the Fool card. That is all according to spirit, according to source. I cannot make that up. I feel like it's just complimenting. And I'm seeing the Nine of Wands. I feel like somebody, the Karmic Partner, if you ask me, is really going to be fighting for this connection. And we have the Empress. The new direction that this person will be going into, if you ask me, is towards the woman who has made things happen for herself, not necessarily subject to traditional means of doing things, but that is a powerful manifester. They also see this person as very beautiful, also very fertile, fertile with ideas, fertile with spirit. A person who is, oh, mommy, you eating the car. A person who is also very much so able to cause transformation and change. At the bottom of the deck, now I see the Nine of Swords. So first I saw the Nine of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Now I'm seeing the Nine of Swords. That's a lot of nines. That's two nines that we just saw from this deck alone. Plus we have the number 9 with the broken heart. Nine of Swords deals with anxiety. The Nine of Wands deals with obstacles that keep on coming up, but somebody's still wanting to try to work through them. It could also deal with protection and unfinished business and the ending of cycles. The Nine of Swords is anxiety, restless nights, sleepless nights, thoughts that are keeping you awake. It can also be the energy of you knowing and feeling that something is about to happen. So before I move on, I'm going to pull a couple cards from here and then I'm going to end this reading. Spirit, show me some more from this deck. to go with the reading. Show me more messages to go with the reading. And now, mommy, I will be putting you down. And we're gonna see if you want to drink the rest of your food. Okay. Hold on, Pookie Sneaky. Hold on. Come on. Ooh, girl, I do not like this. Not right here. Hold on, you guys. Come here. Come on, beautiful. Come on. Mommy know you sleeping. I'm almost done. Here we go, honey. This is for the baby. This is for the sleepy baby. Okay, so here we go. Spirit, show me some more, please, from this deck about this reading before I end this. First card out, community. Community. This, in my opinion, is going to be people who are very supportive and happy for the changes that are getting ready to happen. The number 7 is coming out again. The number 7 in one of the readings that I did, like maybe a couple of weeks ago now, it said that the number 7 was going to be very, it was going to be really significant. Spirit, is there anything more? Patience. Patience. I think that we read another card that talked about having patience. That also makes me think about the sign of Sagittarius. Spirit, show me more here, please. And look at that. Woman holding coin actually came out. Bottom of the deck, journey. And I can't remember which card talked about the journey, but it was saying this already was going to happen. I feel like the masculines or the males are about to go on they're embarking upon their spiritual journey. That's going to bring a lot of change for them. I think that we're supposed to have patience. Their partners, we're supposed to have patience with them. Community is also like your soul family, okay? It's your family, your friends, people who look up to you guys. Mm-hmm. Adjacent possibilities. It talks about the fact that this can go any way. And woman holding a coin. I also feel like I think that these men could be going from one woman who had money to another woman who's going to have money. But one was a counterfeit and the other one is their divine partner. That's what I have. That's the end of this reading. The number 2 is on journey. The number 16, which breaks down to the number 7. Again, we got 24 and we got 42. Both of those are 6. So 6s could be significant 7s, the number 9, the number 3, the number 8, and the number 5. With that being said, you guys, this is the end of the reading. Thank you so much for those who stopped by. Thank you for all who commented and all of that good stuff. I don't know what I'm going to name this one yet, but all I'll say is that the biggest changes that are going to be happening for the divine masculine is going to be to truly open them up to who they really are, which is a divine being of love and a healer. With that being said, peace, love, light, and darkness, which works together to bring balance and harmony first within ourselves and then within our world. Bye, you guys.